guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a knife from Revo that I've been checking out for a couple of weeks now. They were gracious enough to actually provide this knife for me to test out and showcase it to you guys, so thank you to Revo for that. This particular one is, if you guys can see here, the Berserk Carry, and this particular one is in the black G10, and this is actually their revision 2 to their knife here. So this is model number BERREV2BLK, so Berserk V2 in black. So let's go ahead and open up the box and take a look at it here. Now this is actually a little bit larger knife than I would normally carry as far as EDC carry, but sometimes you do want to carry something a little bit larger, dare I say a little bit more intimidating, but maybe you have some heavier task than just your standard EDC task. Maybe you're processing a lot of cardboard or something like that, or you're going to be doing a lot of cutting, maybe some heavy cutting. That's where a knife like this will actually come into play, which is really nice. So again, this particular one is in the black G10, and then you do have a black stonewash blade. So it's a fairly dark knife, but I do like the fact that they did add a little pop of color in the back spacer / lanyard hole on the back here, which is this lime green one. You do have a lime green aluminum back spacer, which is also your lanyard hole, and it's actually more of a lanyard slit, I guess, because it's such a wide area where you can actually throw a lanyard in there, which is really nice. Now the G10 handle here is nice and grippy, which is perfect for regular tasks, but even if your hands were a little bit wet or oily or something like that, it'll still grip a little bit. And then you have this kind of design up here, which is really nice because it does add a little bit more grip just by having that kind of cutout in the G10 handle there, and it's actually present on both sides. Now you do have a right or left hand tip-up carry pocket clip, which is really nice. Now the clip is actually recessed into the handle, or the portion that goes into it, which is nice. So you do have the cutout on this side also, but again, you don't have anything like any plates or anything covering that, so it is an exposed area right there. So that's just something to keep in mind. It's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker by any chance, but I do want to go ahead and mention it. So the handle itself has a really interesting curve to it, but it feels really nice when you have it in your hand. You do have a flipper tab right here. It is a little bit on the larger side, which is fine. It allows you to get to it very easily, and there's a little bit of jimping on there which catches your finger, and the blade deploys really nice because this is a really wide, very pointy blade that actually comes out of there. So again, very interesting angles on this knife. You have angles all over the place in this kind of tanto blade here with a really big belly on there also. Really nice grindworks on the blade itself. Again, this one is the black stonewash blade. Now as far as the blade goes, you get a blade length of 3.875 inches. So really large blade. Again, perfect for heavier EDC tasks, but you can definitely manage any type of EDC task, from opening up mail to boxes to processing boxes, cutting rope and things like that. This knife will definitely be able to handle pretty much anything you throw at it. As far as the blade steel goes, it is 9CR18 MOV. So again, it's an okay steel. It doesn't hold an edge as well, but it is really easy to sharpen back up, especially if you're not too familiar with how to sharpen blades. You can do it pretty easy with this one here. You do have a close length of 4.7 inches, and that gives you an overall length of 8.15 inches, and it does come in at a weight of 5.6 ounces. So again, it's a little bit on the heavier side, but it is a bigger knife. As you guys can see right here, I get a full 4-finger purchase on the knife itself. I like the fact that the flipper does come down and then becomes a finger guard there, and you do have a couple of choils that your fingers can kind of fall into. A lot of jimping at the top right here. You get a long run of jimping, so if you needed to choke up on the blade, you can go ahead and do that. My thumb fits in there very nicely. Blade lockup is perfect. That blade is not going anywhere. And then you do have a liner lock there with some jimping that makes it very easy to disengage the rather large size blade and close it back up. centering very, very nicely, nice and perfectly centered, and then you can go ahead and deploy that blade very, very easily. So I think this is a great example of a knife that kind of falls under the radar. Not a lot of people might know about this because it's a little bit larger, a little bit more maybe intimidating, kind of tactical looking, but I think it's very easy to carry. So if you need something a little bit larger, then this is a great usage of the size, especially for what you're getting from this Berserk here in the V2. This is available in a couple of other color options as far as the handle and the blade goes. But this one here obviously being the black G10 with the black stonewash with that lime green backspacer there that kind of doubles as a lanyard holder. So just wanted to go ahead and showcase it to you guys. I'll go ahead and leave a link to their site if you guys are interested in checking it out, maybe picking one up for yourself or seeing what else is available from Revo. So there it is. That is the Revo Berserk and the G10. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.